Now, some would argue that I tend to criticize and complain about AEW just a little bit too much. But here's the thing. When they do stuff like this, and I'm not talking about the prospect of a Swerve Strickland versus Christian Cage feud rivalry over the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. That's actually a fantastic idea. That's actually a fantastic foil for Swerve at this moment in time. Because if it wasn't going to be the new Elite as Swerve's main foil, then I wanted it to be a heat magnet of the same magnitude currently in AEW, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the patriarchy. Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, Nick Wayne, Mother Wayne, all of them. That that idea on paper, Swerve versus Christian Cage, works because fans love hating Christian Cage. Fans want to support and cheer for Swerve Strickland. My issue with all of this is once again the presentation. Once again, the how do I say it? The perspective that they're trying to put out as far as Swerve Strickland as world's heavyweight champion. Because we get it. We get it. AEW right now is trying to make their A story into the new Elite. Everything, this hostile takeover, the Young Bucks as EVPs, Kenny Omega has an announcement tonight regarding his attack from last week, which again doesn't really make sense because again, last week Kenny Omega touted how much of a life-threatening injury and illness he had sustained 6-7 months ago. And yet he gets beaten down so badly that he's back tonight on Wednesday Night Dynamite. That's, again, not a good continuity effort from AEW. But hey, they're trying to spike the ratings. They're trying to get viewership back up. But you're dealing with the World Heavyweight Championship. And in a company like AEW that doesn't really prioritize storytelling that much. And they've set that, they stated that so many times. And you take one look at their show week in and week out, you can definitely tell this is more sports-based, this is more of a wrestling-based company. And if that is the case, then your A story should always be the World Heavyweight Championship and the World Heavyweight Champion. And I don't think they're doing that right now with Swerve as champion. Now, I'm not victimizing him. I'm not saying that he deserves to be in the main event because he doesn't deserve to be in the main event. He earned it. He's the world champion for a reason. AEW chose him to main event Dynasty, win that world title, and what's the first thing that they do? They put him in segment 2, they put him in segment 3 on the very first Dynamite, and the main event of that very first Dynamite is Jon Moxley defending his IWGP World Championship. Then they put him on the B show in Collision that nobody watches, that AEW itself doesn't really put too much of an effort in putting up good stories or putting up good matches that actually make fans think. I mean, maybe it could go either way. In fact, Collision is just Rampage 2.0. Rampage on steroids. Established superstar versus lower mid-carder, jobber, lower, whatever, and then the established superstar always wins when it comes to Collision. It's all about presentation, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I get it. They're trying to make the new Elite the A story. They're trying to make the new Elite into their bloodline. Or if you want to go back even further, they're trying to make the new Elite into John Cena. That big, that important. But they're missing story beats. They're missing a lot of components necessary to get fans invested into that story. I'm interested, but I'm interested only because I know the ins and outs of AEW. I know all the backstage stuff. I read the dirt sheets. I read rumors and backstage reports and all of that. That's why I'm interested in this storyline. But the average casual fan, highly doubt it. To me, the casual fan would be much more in tune with a Swerve Strickland as world champion. The aura that he brings every time his music hits. Every time Prince Nana goes out there and does his dance and gets the crowd pumped up. And the entire arena is chanting Swerve's house. To me, that's a better strategy than what AEW is currently doing right now. And again, it's not about... It's not that I don't like the idea of Swerve versus Christian Cage. It just seems to me like it's on the back burner. It's an afterthought. I like the little touch of the EVPs getting involved and telling Swerve that, oh, we're going to pick your new opponents since we are the authority figures. But other than that, Swerve is barely a notch above the mid-card titles. And that's not good. That's not good. Especially for a superstar that has been beloved from the fans since late last year. I don't know. Again, it's just me. It might be a little bit of over-critiquing. I don't know. And I love AEW. I do like watching that show. They have tremendous matches, amazing talent. Storytelling-wise, they do not know how to present it in a way to get casual fans invested. That's what I'm going to say. So with that said, what are your thoughts on Swerve's presentation so far as his world title win is concerned? What are your thoughts on him facing off against Christian Cage at Double or Nothing on May 26th in Las Vegas, Nevada? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. My name is Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.